All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us this evening on this momentous occasion for these Warrior graduates. We're excited to have you here with us. For those joining us from afar, thank you also for being here with us this evening. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Kevin Steele. I have the honor and privilege of serving as the Chief Program Officer here at K9s For Warriors. And before we get started, we always like to honor our great nation in a couple ways. The first way will be the Pledge of Allegiance, and then that'll be followed by the playing of the national anthem. So at this time, if you'd please stand and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Warrior Trainer Armando Trinidad, and remain standing for the national anthem. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. We would like to take a moment to say thank you to the Dogtopia Foundation for their continuous support of over 350 Warrior and K9 teams. Since 2021, the Dogtopia Foundation has supported K9s For Warriors mission through their Fetch It Forward program, where individual daycare centers across the country raise money to help support Warrior and K9 teams after they have graduated. We're so grateful to our Dogtopia family for their continued support of rescuing lives at both ends of the leash. And now for the real reason we're here, please join us in welcoming the graduating class of February 2026. As they're getting seated, I would like to talk to you for a moment about our Warrior Mentorship Program. So some of you may be familiar with it, but we started this just a couple of years ago, and it's a chance for our Warriors to just become more familiar with who we are, what we do, what to expect when they get here, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Each mentor class has a mentor leader who is actually a Warrior grad of our program. So it's not led by our staff, our teammates here. It's led by a Warrior who has lived it and gone through that journey, and they're now enjoying life on the other side. So I'd like to share with you real quick. Jesse, could you come up and meet me up here? So I'd like to introduce you to my friend Jesse and Dina. Jesse was the mentor for the February 2026 class, and she served in the United States Navy as a hospital corpsman. She has traveled all over the world providing support to NATO during operations in Libya and working in the Naval Hospital in Sicily, in addition to her work at the National Naval Medical Center in Washington, D.C. Since being paired with her battle buddy, Dina, Jessie has hit the ground running with a determination to take her life back. That's what it's all about, right? Jesse and Dina are a rock star team and have been excellent mentors to our future warriors. We look forward to seeing her continued journey with Dina and seeing the difference they make in others' lives as future mentors of future warriors. Dina, I'd like to present you, and I said Dina.
This is Dina.
Maybe we start with Dina, right?
Dina, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah?
Well, I'll start with you this time.
Okay.
K9s For Warriors would like to present this certificate of appreciation to Jesse for being the warrior mentor for the February 2026 class. Thank you so much, Jesse. Appreciate it. And now to Dina. K9s For Warriors would like to present this certificate of appreciation to Dina for her supporting role in mentoring the February 2026 warrior class. Dina, can you shake?
No, she can't.
We won't
You
try.
can take her paw.
All right. Thank you so much, Jesse and Dina, for all y'all have done for these warriors. At this time, I'll now introduce each of our warrior and service dog teams and share with you a little bit about each one of them. First up, we have Warrior Harriet and her battle buddy, Tux. Tux is sponsored by Men's Warehouse. Tux is the 22nd of 25 service dogs sponsored by Men's Warehouse. Since November 2022, Men's Warehouse has raised and contributed over $3 million to support K9s For Warriors mission through a donation ask at the checkout. Tux is named after the classic tuxedo, a symbol of Men's Warehouse expertise in formal wear and commitment to helping people look and feel their best. Tux represents the company's dedication to confidence, service, and making a meaningful impact in the lives of our warriors. Tux was provided by Love in the Lead and trained by Haley Yarbrough. Next, we have Warrior Maritza and Enzo. Enzo is sponsored by K9s For Warriors. Enzo was named by K9s For Warriors donor Pamela Douglas. Pamela's own dog, Enzo, is now 14 years old. He is a wonderful, happy, loving, affectionate, and very intelligent dog, so Pamela wanted to honor him by giving those same traits in a dog to a warrior. There is no better companion than a dog. Enzo was fostered by Kelly Saxton, Kathy Jones, Jonathan Bonnet, and Jen Cox. And I understand some of you, if not all, are in the audience with us. Can you give us a wave out there if you're with us? Thank you so much for all you've done for Enzo. We certainly appreciate it. And Kathy Jones, I've got a note that you're joining online, so I don't want to forget about you. We appreciate your contributions as well. Enzo was provided by Ect K9 and trained by Mariah Shirley. Next, we have Warrior Alma and battle buddy Kevin. Kevin is sponsored by Lieutenant Dennis W. Zielinski II Memorial Fund and co-sponsored by Quentin and Ellen Walsh. Kevin is named in honor of Quentin Walsh's childhood best friend. They chose the name because Kevin was the most kind and faithful friend. He was the kind of friend that you could call at all hours of the night, and he would answer and he would listen. He was steadfast and had the best sense of humor and loved to laugh. They chose this name to honor their dear friend who got taken from us way too soon. Their hope is that Kevin will bring Alma as much peace, love, and joy that their friend Kevin brought to them. And I want to acknowledge Quentin and Ellen is in the audience with us tonight. I spoke with them a little earlier. Can you give a wave so they know who you are? Thank you for being with us tonight. We certainly are grateful for you. Kevin was fostered by Gary and Jean Lamphere and Naomi Penland. And I understand you're in the audience tonight. Are you out there? There you go. Hey, Naomi. Thank you so much. Kevin was provided by Project to Heal and trained by Aubrey Semino. Next, we have Warrior Caitlin and battle buddy Nova. Nova is sponsored by K9s For Warriors. Nova was named by K9s For Warriors donor Men's Warehouse. Nova's name was chosen by Men's Warehouse employee Andrea Frazier. Nova was fostered by Lindsay Grayson and McKenna Weinberg. Are you out there with us, McKenna? There she is in the back. Thank you so much. Is Lindsay here with us too this evening? Not with us? Okay. Well, we will share a thanks to her tomorrow. Nova was provided by MSAR Canada and trained by Hannah Watson. Next, we have Warrior Janet and her battle buddy, McCoy. McCoy is sponsored also by Men's Warehouse. McCoy is the 23rd of 25 service dogs sponsored by Men's Warehouse. McCoy is named after Fort McCoy, a U.S. Army installation known for supporting military training and readiness. McCoy represents Men's Warehouse's commitment to honoring those who serve and supporting the warriors we proudly assist. McCoy was fostered by Robert and Susan Sturr. Are you in the audience with us tonight? No, well, we certainly appreciate all you do for us. McCoy was provided by Van Hendricks K9 and trained by Meredith Sullivan. And last, but certainly not least, is Warrior Julie and Battle Buddy Pendleton. Pendleton is also sponsored by, guess who? Men's Warehouse. Pendleton is the 24th of 25 service dogs sponsored by Men's Warehouse. Pendleton is named after Camp Pendleton, one of the largest U.S. Marine Corps bases in the country. Pendleton reflects Men's Warehouse commitment to honoring those who serve our nation and supporting the warriors we proudly assist through our mission. Pendleton was provided by Love in the Lead and trained by Kim Jones. At this time, join us in hearing from our class as they thank those who were instrumental in getting them to this day.
I'm grateful to God for bringing Kevin to my life, to my amazing husband who has been a constant source of encouragement and support. I appreciate you more than words can express. I'm also thankful for my family's unwavering support on my journey to healing. K9s For Warriors and their staff deserve a huge Bravo Zulu for their outstanding work in training us to support our healing process. Thank you to Kevin's sponsors, the Lieutenant Dennis W. Zielinski II Memorial Fund, and co-sponsor Quentin and Ellen Walsh. Kevin's foster parents, Gary and Jeannie Lampierre, and Naomi Penland. Thank you for showing Kevin love and care. And to Aubrey, who did an incredible job training Kevin. Thank you all for all your hard work.
Graduating from K9 For Warriors means more to me than words can fully express. Tux has already changed my life in ways I never thought possible, and I am incredibly grateful for the second chance at healing. I want to sincerely thank Men's Warehouse for sponsoring Tux and his amazing K9 trainers and staff for their patience, dedication, and belief in us. Thank you, Nick, for helping me throughout the application process, ups and downs. Thank you, Mary Beth, Mom, for your constant love and support of our group. To the Febs group for walking this journey beside me, and to my husband, Zach, and our amazing kids for being the rock through it all. And a special thank you to my best friend, Tess, for always keeping me grounded. Because of all of you and because of Tux, I'm not just moving forward, I'm moving forward with hope.
Special thanks to my sponsors, Men's Warehouse, Mr. and Mrs. Sturr, and McCoy's trainer, Meredith. Thank you to my husband for the unconditional love and unwavering support. I love you, Adam. And one additional thank you to my mom, home away from home, Mary Beth. Thank you for being a light in a very stressful place and always being there for us when we needed you.
I just want to take a moment to say thank you to my incredible support system, the friends, family, and community, including Big Vic and Little James, who've carried me through every step of this journey. And a huge thank you to Men's Warehouse for sponsoring my dog and helping me make this season possible. I truly couldn't do this without you.
I'd like to start by thanking Joe, my mom Maria, and our mom here at K9s, Mary Beth. This journey all started thanks to Mather VA for recommending a service dog and telling me about K9s For Warriors. Pamela Douglas sponsored Enzo, and I could not be more grateful for him. I'd also like to thank Diane and Frank Irvine for sponsoring my time here, Enzo's trainer, Mariah, for doing such a great job with him, Kelly, Kathy, Jonathan, and Jen for fostering Enzo and taking him into their home, and all of the K9 staff for making this experience not just possible, but successful.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our Warriors of the February 2026 class. I've been battling inside whether or not I should share what I'm about to share with you tonight, because I know this is supposed to be a celebratory and momentous occasion for us all, and I certainly don't want to lose sight of that. I absolutely want to celebrate all you've accomplished and all you're going to accomplish moving forward. But I also felt in my heart that I needed to share this with you, because the reality is what we do is very tough. And I don't mean we as a staff helping Warriors go through the application process and go through training and helping them on. I mean we as a K9s For Warriors family. It really is hard for me to share this with you tonight, but it's something that was heavy on my heart, so I'm going to do it. So I sometimes will walk through the buildings around K9s For Warriors, and when I chat with Warriors or teammates every now and then, I'll ask, what is your why? What is your why for being with us? What drives your passion? And so they'll share with me a couple thoughts, and sometimes I'll share my why with them. I won't get into the details of my why, because I have a lot of whys for why I'm here and why I do what I do. But there are three in particular of my list of whys that are really close connections of mine. And two of the three are due to my service in the Marine Corps for all those years. And I wanted to share with you that one of those two individuals we've lost through the years after their battle in Afghanistan and their battle with PTSD, not to suicide, but to alcoholism. And that was a few years ago. It was a trying time for me. But another one in particular, I always share his why at the end, because I think he had the greatest impact on me. His name was Sergeant Jeffrey Silva. Sergeant Silva was a tall Marine, could be very intimidating to some, but he was a very, very good Marine. And he was firm, but he was fair, and he just expected the most from everyone at every time, and all times. I was responsible toward the end of my career of sending teams of Marines into battle. I was a communications chief, so I would send 2 communicators, and then we'd have some forward observers go out with them, and they go out and they do what we call snooping and pooping. And when they find something worth looking more into, they'd call for it, or they'd what we call for fire, if we're going to rain fire on the enemy. Well, Sergeant Silva was one of my Marines I sent to Afghanistan. And when Sergeant Silva came back from Afghanistan, he was just a different person. And when I say different, I mean he was, as I often say, scared of his shadow in many ways. It just changed him. And that crushed me to see this big, strong Marine come back just hurting like that. And so fast forward a little while, we ended up getting him into Wounded Warrior Battalion through the Marine Corps. He was, dealing with all the things that we know warriors with PTSD and the like deal with. But he was on his way back to a healthy lifestyle, and I was very glad to see that. So while he was with Wounded Warrior Battalion, I retired from the Marine Corps. But I've kept in contact with him through the years, and I just happened a couple months ago to be talking to him on the phone, checking in, how you doing, how you living, what can I do for you? And life was good for him. He was doing well overall, still had the battles with PTSD. We talked about that. I told him, I happen to work for a great place that I think could probably help you there. And he didn't say no, but he didn't say yes at the moment, right? But we did talk about it, and we shared a few laughs, and it was a good conversation. That was just 2 months ago. This weekend, I happened to be on Facebook looking around, and I saw a post that my friend Sergeant Silva died in a single vehicle car accident where there was some substance abuse involved. And although I will say that, he didn't die by suicide, I can tell you he was exercising reckless behavior, and the end result was all the same. So I want to acknowledge that tonight because he was my friend. He was a good Marine. He is absolutely a big reason why I do what I do every day. And I think although his story isn't one that ended in going home with a service dog, I think it's important that we talk about the reality of what we do here and why it matters. We don't just come here to celebrate once a month at a graduation ceremony. We're saving lives every day. And this just happens to be a moment to pause and reflect on all that we've done the past month, and then we do it again the next month and the next month, every single month of the year. So I just wanted to thank you for all that you contribute to us. That enables us to help our warriors in this way. We're going to enjoy an evening on Saturday night. A lot of y'all know about our upcoming gala. We're going to have a good time together. We're going to raise a lot of money together so that we can go help more warriors fight these battles and overcome these issues they're dealing with. So that's my story. I just genuinely wanted to say thank you because it matters. What you do matters to me every single day. And to our warriors, I just want to tell you that I'm grateful that you chose a better path. I'm grateful that although you've, many of you, most of you, if not all of you, have seen some dark days, you may see some dark days ahead, but you chose a better path. You chose to look for other ways to help you deal with the trauma of battle and the trauma of your disabilities and all the experiences you've gone through. And I just want you to hear it from me straight on. When you were approved for this program, you put your trust in us, and that means a lot to me. I don't take that for granted. I don't take it lightly, and I want you to know that by putting your trust in us, we give back to you by our commitment to make sure that you're on a better path to success moving forward. There's going to be hard days. I told you when we met here the first couple days of training, it's not going to be easy. And when you go home, it won't be easy. But just know that you've got someone there for you 24 hours a day, and I really mean that. You all have our duty phone number. It's there for a reason. I want you to call us when you need us because we're going to help you. And guess what? If you don't get an answer on that phone, I get it. We all have to sleep sometime. You call me, and I promise you I will be there for you, and I'll take care of you every step of the way. That's my commitment to you because I really genuinely just want to see you succeed in all that you do moving forward. So I wish you the best of luck with your dogs. Remember on those hard days when you're out at an event or wherever you may be, if you're struggling, take a breath and just love on your dog. I promise your dog will help you get through it, all right? Awesome. Congratulations, ladies. I so appreciate your time and your efforts this past 3 weeks, and it ain't over yet. The fun has just started, all right? All right, with that, I do want to say something real quick before we conclude the ceremony, as we often do. You see in front of me this brown line that goes across the pool deck. I just ask that you please, if you want to come say hi to the Warriors, say hi and bye to the service dogs, you're more than welcome to do that, absolutely. I just ask that you don't cross this brown line. We want to make sure that the Warriors have a safe space and a safe place to remove themselves if they're feeling some kind of way. So please respect the Warriors in that way. If they're feeling up to it, they'll certainly meet you at this line, and you'll be able to say your goodbyes from there. Fair enough? I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. It really means a lot to me that you're here and spending these moments with us. There's no other place I'd rather be. And I just appreciate your commitment to us and all that you do for us, all right? Thank you. Have a good night. God bless you. And God bless America.